Hey guys, it's Bubbly back with another speed build. Now this one is basically a renovation, not really building anything today, but we are renovating the 910 Medina studio. So this apartment is going to be for Miss Ryan James. She is moving out of her family home for the first time. She's pretty excited about it. I don't think her boyfriend is as excited as she is because he would prefer her to move right in with him, but she has other plans for herself, I think. Anyway, so she's already moved out, so that's set in stone, but there's some things that happen in the next episode that make her question her decisions, basically her life choices in general. So you guys will have to stay tuned for episode 3 of James Family Dreams. There's a little bit of drama that takes place, but in the end, I think things kind of work themselves out. Or do they? I don't know. We'll have to keep our eye on that. So for this apartment, let's see. Ryan is the type of sim who she has a lot of ideas and she thinks she has a vision of where she wants to go in life, but she doesn't really know how to get there. So she's kind of like this mixture of all of these ideas that are always percolating inside of her mind, and she has a really hard time organizing them, streamlining them, and actually making them happen. So I wanted this apartment to feel a little bit hodgepodgey because I wanted it to represent kind of her personality and a bit of the turmoil that happens inside of her. So she's a little bit all over the place. When she was picking out stuff for this apartment with her mom, she couldn't decide on what color scheme she wanted to use, so she just kind of used a bunch of different colors that she likes. Whether they go together or not really sure, but it was what she could come up with. It was the only thing that she felt was the right thing to do, was just kind of throw everything at it at once and just wait to see where things fell. So it's a 1-bedroom apartment. If you guys are familiar with the 910 Medina studio, it's pretty grimy and grungy. I don't think I've ever really did a reno for this apartment in particular. I haven't really done renos for most apartments in San Myshuno, but this one, it's on the small side. It does have that annoying mouse hole in it, so that should be a fun time for her to experience, because coming from her family home, which is like a gigantic, beautiful house that her parents have out in Willow Creek, so this is a huge step in a different direction for her. So she's really stepping into a whole new world where she has a ton of responsibilities. I'm not sure if she's ready for it, and I think in this next episode she's really gonna find out that being an adult living on your own is completely different than being an adult and still living at home with mom and dad. So she is going to be tested in this next episode, but hopefully she comes out with a brand new perspective and maybe a little bit of direction in the end as well. So in this apartment, there is a workspace and a living space kind of all meshed together. It's pretty an open floor plan apartment. I didn't feel like I wanted to close it off too much just because it's so small, but I did want it to have like its little own separate entranceway. So when you walk through the front door of the apartment, you walk right into like a tiny hallway that leads to the right, and then there is like an alcove where the bathroom is, and there's like a little storage area there, a place to hang up your clothes and coats and that sort of thing. And then you walk through the archway right into the dining area / kitchen, which is pretty much all one space. Again, like I said, it's a tiny apartment, so you have your dining table right in the middle of the kitchen. And then just off to the left from there is where her workspace is. So she is in the politician's career track. So she feels like she wants to be mayor of San Myshuno one day. She's really on the path of making that happen, but she kind of gets sidetracked along the way where she feels like she can really make a difference in the world, but I'm not exactly sure that being a politician is going to be the right fit for her, just because she has a hard time staying focused and she has a hard time making decisions. So I'm not sure how being the mayor of a city is going to work out for someone who doesn't necessarily have the capabilities to make definitive decisions or answer the hard questions when the pressure is on. So she kind of buckles in those types of situations. So we'll just have to wait and see if it all works out in the end. If Randall has his way, she'll give it all up, move in with him, and just let him take care of her, because basically that's all he wants to do. He really just wants to take care of her and make her happy, and she's not feeling that. She just really is not. She wants to be happy, she wants to be with Randall, but she doesn't want to be like a kept woman. She doesn't want to feel like she's a kept woman. Like, I think that's part of the reason why she was so frustrated when she found out that he had lots of money, because it kind of goes against the grain of what's in her nature, where she doesn't want to be the type of woman who is with a man that has a lot of money and is just taken care of completely, and she doesn't have to worry about anything. Well, there isn't necessarily anything wrong with that. It's just not the life that she wants for herself. She really wants to be able to make a difference in the world, and I think that's why she has chosen to be a politician. But again, not so sure if this is the right fit for her. So in her bedroom, this will actually change a bit by the end. There's a couple of things in this apartment that will be different if you guys decide to download this for your game. There's a couple of changes that I had to make because I put a shelf in the bedroom on that brick wall, but I had to remove it because Sims weren't able to access the other side of the bed because the shelf was blocking the way. So that will be removed. It's not there if you download this for your game. And then also in the kitchen, I put one of those cabinets that's on the right side of the kitchen when you first walk in. It's the long one that reaches the top of the counter. I removed that as well. I just wasn't liking the way it looked, so I added a few shelves there instead and put some clutter items on there, which I really liked that better. It turned out much cuter than what was originally there. I considered removing all of the upper cabinets, but I didn't. So it's that piece that's right there on the right side of the kitchen that is removed, and then there are some shelves that I replaced it with and put just some clutter items on it. It makes the kitchen feel a bit more open than it had been feeling with that piece there. So there isn't a ton going on in this apartment. Like I said, it's tiny, but I wanted it to feel like it had tons of personality, because Ryan has tons of personality, and all of the bright colors and sort of the eclectic feel of the apartment really speak to the character of the person that she is, or the sim that she is, because she is a mix of all of these bright, beautiful things that when you first look at it, they just kind of don't seem to go together. But then once you sit with them for a while and you let it marinate for a while, you realize it just works. Like it just works. And that's exactly what you get when you meet Ryan. When you first meet her, you're like, this girl is a hot mess. She doesn't know if she's coming or going. But then once you really get to know her, you just realize that she's got something special. She may not know it. She may not know what to do with it, but it's there. So hopefully she will be able to work it out in the end. I'm excited to see what's going to happen between her and Randall. I feel like he's really trying to push her into being more than what they are. I mean, they are committed to each other. They have been together for a long time now, and he's really focused on getting married and starting a family, and she's just not there yet. So I don't know if he's going to keep pushing her towards that, or if it's going to ultimately affect their relationship because she isn't ready for it. And I don't necessarily know that it's what she wants either. She comes from a very large family, and I don't necessarily know if that's what she wants for herself, as Ryan was an only child and his parents died when he was very young in an accident. So he missed out on a lot of those family feel moments where Ryan had a ton of those growing up. So she doesn't really quite understand why he's really wanting that family to start now. And he doesn't understand why she isn't ready for it. So we'll have to wait and see if these two can work it out. But I'm super excited about their storyline. And I'm super excited to see how Randall reacts to her new apartment. Because when she told him that she decided that she was moving out, but it wasn't going to be with him, he was so disappointed. He really was so disappointed. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when she has him over to her new place for the first time, how he handles it, and you know, if anything goes on, you guys will have to stay tuned for the next episode. You don't want to miss it. So you guys, if you like this renovation of 910 Medina Studio, you can download it from the link that's in the description below. I'm also Bubblyzen on the gallery. If you guys want to give me a follow there and snag it directly from the gallery, you can do that as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more apartment renovations on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. Or if there's any other type of builds that you guys are interested in seeing on the channel, just go ahead and comment those down below and we can definitely work on that and bring that to you guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you guys had a good time. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode of James Family Dreams, which will be dropping in the next day or two from this video. So keep an eye out for that. So as always, guys, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I'll stay. I'll stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide, because I feel again. I feel again. Oh.